Hello, everyone. Today, we're jumping right into K-INNO Show 2025 to put the spotlight on a standout K-tech company that is seriously shaking up the world of education. So let's kick things off with a problem. A problem that I bet a lot of schools and teachers are dealing with right now. It's this strange situation we find ourselves in with modern classrooms. You've seen it, right? Schools are getting all this incredible new hardware. I'm talking smart tablets, interactive displays, the whole shebang. But as this headline here points out, just having the shiny new device, well, it's not enough. The big promise of a tech revolution in learning kind of falls flat when you realize there's a huge gap. There's just not enough great content to make these devices truly sing. And that is a big question, isn't it? It's not about just throwing more gadgets at the problem. It's about how we make the tech we already have more powerful, more useful, more inspiring for both students and teachers. And that is the exact challenge that one company set out to solve. All right, so let's get into the solution. And that solution comes from a company called Best Tech. They were literally founded to be a partner for schools and companies trying to figure out this whole digital transformation thing. Now, these guys have been around for a while. Since 2006, in fact, so they're not new to the game. Their specialty is what they call creative convergence technology, which is a fancy way of saying they take really cool, cutting-edge stuff like artificial intelligence and extended reality, or XR, and they mash them together to create something totally new. And when you look at their history, you can really see this amazing journey unfold. They started by building a solid foundation. Then, in 2018, they nabbed an exclusive deal for this pioneering XR tech called Z-Space. A few years later, bam, they're winning global awards. But what's really interesting is how they've recently zeroed in on using AI for really important stuff, which even got them a major award from the government. Okay, so back to that big problem we talked about at the start, the unsatisfied teachers. How does Best Tech actually fix it? Well, it all comes down to their secret sauce, a powerful combination of two key technologies. Let's pop the hood and take a look. They're really tackling this from two sides. On the one hand, you have their AI IMIT platform, which is all about smart analysis. On the other hand, you have EduSpace, which is their platform for delivering these incredible, immersive 3D experiences. It's a perfect blend of brains and, well, pure wow factor. Let's dig into the AI for a second. This isn't some far-off futuristic concept. It's a real tool, right now. They're using the latest AI tech, the kind that powers those popular chatbots, to build a service that can help teachers and parents spot the early signs of a student who might be struggling. This means kids can get the extra help they need, right when they need it most. Now, for the other side of the coin, that big content problem, this is where EduSpace comes in, and this is really, really cool. The name says it all, right? It's education plus space. It's a web service that lets you dive into these amazing interactive 3D worlds, turning any lesson into an adventure. And this is where it all clicks into place. This is how they solve that problem of schools having great devices, but nothing to run on them. EduSpace is made to work on the tech schools already own. It's packed with over 200 different pieces of content, and it's not just a content dump. They give teachers lesson plans and manuals to make it all easy to use. They didn't just build the car, they're providing the map and the fuel too. And you can see how flexible this is. It doesn't matter if a school has a super high-end, all-in-one virtual reality computer or just a simple 3D tablet that doesn't even need glasses. EduSpace just works. And that adaptability is absolutely key for getting this tech into more classrooms. All right, this tech sounds incredible, but is it just a cool concept, or is it actually out there in the real world? Let's take a look at where this innovation is being put into practice today. Now, this is what really blew me away. Look who's using their stuff. Yeah, you've got schools and science museums, of course. But then you see corporate giants like Samsung and Doosan. And get this, they're also supplying technology to the government, including the Korean Navy. That tells you this isn't just a toy. It's a serious professional-grade tool. And that leads to some mind-blowing uses. Think about it. Soldiers learning to fix complex vehicles in a totally safe virtual space. Or medical students exploring a 3D human body as if it were right in front of them. People can even learn to weld without any of the risks.
This is simulation on its best, and it's making a real difference in fields where the stakes are incredibly high.
So you have this proven tech, you have these amazing clients. What's next? Where does a company like Best Tech and really the whole K-EdTech scene go from here? Well, for starters, the market is just on fire. Look at these numbers. The global edtech market is rocketing towards half a quadrillion Korean won. And what's fueling this? It's a massive shift away from old-school books and paper towards the very technologies Best Tech excels in: AI, VR, and AR. And Best Tech isn't just riding this wave, they're trying to steer it. They've got this super clear three-step plan. Step 1, establish, is done. They've built their platforms. Now they're in step 2, expand, which is all about creating more content and going global. The final step is grow, where they want to become a core part of digital textbooks and lead projects all over the world. And you know what's really important to understand is that a company like Best Tech isn't doing this all on their own. This is part of a much bigger push. The South Korean government, through the Ministry of SMEs and Startups, is actively championing its K-tech companies, helping them grow and compete on the world stage. So that really just leaves one last question, and it's for you. As this tech becomes more and more a part of our lives, it's going to change everything about how we learn. So if you could learn absolutely anything in a totally immersive virtual world, what would you pick? What would you want to explore first? Think about it. Thanks for joining me.